ahead and lay down on your back. Notice how the back feels. Laying down, and bring the knees in toward the chest. Give yourself a hug. A little squeeze, maybe. You might bring the head up into a tight ball, or you might just keep the head on the floor. Just tune in and see what it is that you need. You might even start rocking and rolling around. This is a nice place to start to check in with the back. Even giving yourself a little bit of a massage as you take those circles with the knees, maybe taking them quite wide so that you can feel that massage right into the outside edges of the glutes. And in the other direction, if you haven't done that already. And when you're ready, bring your feet down onto the floor. And feet about hip distance apart, toes turned in slightly. You will need some space behind you. But just before we get moving in a flowing bridge, just settle in here and bring one hand down onto the belly and one hand onto the chest, into the lower region of the chest. So just relax here and breathe. Breathing into the hands, or at least noticing the movement of the hands as you're breathing into the belly and the chest. And just a couple of belly breaths. So actively breathe down into the hand that's resting on the belly. And feel the hand expand out as you inhale and draw back gently as you exhale. So just a couple of rounds. This is a cooling and calming practice. Breathing down into the belly, activating the diaphragm, stimulating the vagus nerve. And release now, just natural breathing. So hands still in the same place, just get a little bit curious with a different type of breath. So we're going to continue this exploration of pure breathing. So into the chest, so just when you're ready, feel the breath just come into the chest. You'll feel that into the chest lift and expand out to the side. And then when you exhale, draw the belly back. And you'll feel the exhale initiate from the belly, and just continue like this. So the inhale, a couple of rounds into the chest, and the belly remains fairly still on the inhale here. And then when you exhale, really drawing the belly back with control. This is pure breathing. This is a little more heating, and it's a little more appropriate to use this in our heating practice. So at this stage, just getting to know how it feels. And if any time it doesn't feel right to you, just breathe naturally. So we'll continue with pure breathing if that's okay for you. So using the breath into the chest, really feeling the chest as a, let's call it a 4-dimensional chamber. So front, back, and the two sides. And then we'll add in the flowing bridge. So continuing your pure breath, bring the arms now down beside you with the palms facing down. And just work at your own pace using pure breath as you inhale. Raise the hips and the arms. Take the arms back behind you. Touch the floor. And then as you exhale, initiate that breath from the belly, bringing the hips and the arms back down. So the knees stacked over the heels, and maintain those parallel to each other as you continue this movement in your own way. But if you can, also add in equal breath. So we want to try to breathe equal on the inhale as we do on the exhale. If you like, you can count that yourself. In for 4 and out for 4, using pure breath. And the calm, steady movement, pressing the feet down into the floor. And let's do one more round. Really keep the knees parallel to each other. You'll need to switch the inner thigh. Good, Anthony. And when you exhale, bringing the knees back down. The hips back down. Good. And hug the right knee in. Hug the knee in, right knee in, and let the left leg go long on the mat. So give the right knee a little squeeze. So with the left leg long on the mat, toes pointing up to the ceiling and the leg really active. Squeeze the right knee in, and as you exhale, release, lift the right heel up to the ceiling. Take the clasped hands behind the right thigh. And if you haven't got space there, just hold on to the thigh or even the pants. So back of the thigh, as you inhale now, bend the knee in toward the chest, and exhale, reach the heel up to the ceiling, and keep moving like that. Just dynamic Supta Parangastasana, which is a reclined big toe, back of leg stretch. And as you reach the heel up to the ceiling, really feel the tailbone or the sacrum press down, and just keep moving like this. So you're stretching and strengthening at the same time, offering resistance with the slow movement, and imagining you're pressing the right foot into a lowered ceiling. Next time you lift the leg up, hold the leg up. Draw the chin in, relax the face, no tension in the neck. Keep breathing naturally. Okay, and so from here, bend the left knee, left foot into the floor. Release the hands away from the right thigh. Bend the right knee now, and bring the ankle to rest on the left knee or the thigh. So the right knee is bent, the hip opens a little. So this is called like a figure 4 shape. So just notice how you feel already into that stretch in the back of the right leg. And if you want a little more here, lift the left knee toward the chest. Take the clasped hands this time behind the left thigh. But no tension in the neck here. So if you feel like the chin is lifting up, you can either grab a pillow and place a pillow under the head, or take it back so the left foot comes down to the floor so that you relieve yourself from that tension. You can dorsiflex the right foot, the toes drawing back toward the shin. And if you like, you could even rock from side to side just to find some juicy stretch here. I quite like this stretch. So a bit of focus into the legs and the spine tonight. All right, so when you're ready, come back to center if you're rocking, and bring the left foot down to the floor. Keep the shape of the right leg. Take the arms out to the sides, palms facing up. You can have the elbows bent if you need to, like me. And then exhale when you're ready. Take the shape over to the left. So the right foot comes down to the floor and the left knee to the floor. So if it doesn't feel right to keep the right knee pointing up to the ceiling, you could just let that relax out to the side. Otherwise, you maintain the figure 4 shape with the gentle twist. So you'll still feel the legs stretching. So it's totally up to you what feels right for you. Just take a regular twist if you prefer to. Relax the face. You might even look down the right side now. Anchor the right shoulder blade down. Breathe down into the belly now. This will help to massage the digestive organs. We're just warming up. So on the next inhale, come on back to center. Unravel the legs. Bring the right foot to the floor. And draw the left knee into the chest. Extend the right leg long on the mat, the right toes active, the right leg is alive. So really squeezing that hip flexor on the left side. It's the muscle that crosses over the front of the hip. Squeezing the knee in. And then when you're ready, on the exhale, lift the left foot up to the ceiling, straighten the leg, hands clasped behind the left leg. And dynamic stretch into the hamstring when you're ready. Inhale, bending the knees, work at your own pace if you like. And lift the heel up to the ceiling. As you exhale, the inhale to bend the knee and the exhale to lengthen the leg. So move nice and slowly. We did a few rounds on the other side, so just do the same. Give it justice here. Really feel the back of that thigh, the muscle, the hamstring press into the clasped hands. Stretching, lengthening, and strengthening. Relax the face if you're feeling as if it's grown tension. And as you reach up again, hold the leg so it's lifting up and keep breathing naturally. Remember, the chin draws into the chest. You might notice a bit of shaking. Whatever you notice, just work with that. Just honor any sensation by responding the way you need to if you need to back it up. Okay. So begin to release and bend the right knee, right foot to the floor. Release the left leg and turn the hip out as you bend the left knee and place the ankle to rest on the right thigh. So just see how this side feels and notice if it's different for you. Could stay here with the right foot down or lift the right foot up with the right knee drawing into the chest. So it will feel different on this side. So just check in and change that if you need to with the foot to the floor. All right, so just come back to center when you're ready and release. Right foot to the floor. Keep the shape as it is. Inhale when you're ready, arms out to the side. And as you exhale, take the whole shape over to the right side this time. You can let the foot just relax or point the left knee up to the ceiling and look down the left side if you like. So breathing down into the belly. And typically twisting poses are cooling, grounding. So we're just meeting that effect with the breath to emphasize that. So when you're ready, you can release by bringing the knee back on the inhale and unraveling the knees and both feet to the floor and hug the knees in again. Squeeze them tight if you like and then release the head. If you like, take a gentle practice, roll out to the side and come on up, or if you like, you could start to rock and roll on the spine. Take the feet overhead and then back out in front as you find your way up and down, maybe once or twice, your choice. So stay up next time and just do a little adjustment there. So I'd like you to find your sit bones with the feet out in front. So peel away the cheeks, find the sit bones pressing down. We'll do a little drill for boat pose. So feet out in front and holding underneath the thighs. Chin tucks in. And now locate your sternum. I want you to really lift the sternum up. So begin to peel the shoulders, the shoulder blades in toward each other, and the sternum will lift up. And start leaning back slightly. And then lift one foot off the floor and bring it back down. And then the other foot off the floor. And if you like, you can take the hands away from under the thighs and keep doing that. So the lean in the back, draw the belly button in, but keep lifting the sternum. And this time, if you like, you might take both feet up and down. So it takes a lot of control here in this hip flexor muscle. The belly keeps drawing in. If you've got the arms reaching, try to turn the palms up to the ceiling. That'll help to squeeze the shoulder blades in. Just another round and then release. And give yourself a hug. Okay, so for a really long time, I found that a really big problem for my hip flexors to come into Paripunanavasana. So that's a good way to strengthen. Let's give this one another go. So feet out in front, so step them out in front so you've got about a 45-degree bend in the knee. Hands underneath the thighs, lean back. Exhale, draw the belly in. Draw the tailbone down, sit bone presses down. And if you like, release the hands and begin to lengthen the legs. Or you could just bring the legs up so you still have a bend. But we're aiming for here eventually to straighten the legs, chin in, sternum lifts, belly back. Fair bit going on. Shoulder blades squeeze in. Good. And then release. When you're ready, give it a hug. Cross the feet. Come over the feet and onto hands and knees. Okay. So on your hands and knees, let's take big toes to touch, knees wide, and then sit the buttocks into the heels. And just have a rest. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, fold forward. So head could be on a pillow or your fists, whatever feels right for you. And just rest here. Draw the sit bones down. So please come here at any time. We are going to do a bit of a flow class today. So if you feel like coming in for a rest, anywhere would be possible. But this is a nice place to rest if you like. Inhale now and come up onto hands and knees. Bring the knees so they're underneath the hips, wrists underneath the shoulders, and then we're going to adjust from the tabletop position. Step the hands forward about a hand span out in front now. And now lean forward so that the wrists and the shoulders are aligned. Now your hips are no longer aligned with your knees. Inhale here and lift the chest away from the floor. And then as you exhale, lean back, buttocks toward the heels, not all the way, probably just halfway, reaching forward. And then inhale, lean forward again, come all the way forward, bend the elbows on the exhale. This time, come halfway down. And then inhale, come on back up. And exhale, back you go toward the child's pose. You don't have to stay, but you can if you like. Keep moving, inhale, leaning forward. As you exhale, elbow creases face forward, bend elbows, come halfway, come back up, and then back to child's one more time. So a flowing variation of Chaturanga Dandasana and plank. So on your Chaturanga, you bend your elbows, come halfway, and then all the way down to the floor. Hands underneath the shoulders, or they might be further back, forehead to the floor, tops of the feet glued down. Inhale, lift the chest away from the floor, tuck the elbows in and down, and then exhale, release the chest, the head to the floor. Another two like that. Inhale, lift the chest, no weight to the hands, and then exhale, you release. One more time. Inhale, lift the chest. You can come down if you like, or stay here as you continue to breathe. Really drawing the elbows down and in. No weight to the hands. And the big toes, while they're touching the floor, are drawing back. So you feel the length in the spine, crown of the head reaching forward. Okay, rest. As you exhale, bring the head down. And relax the arms long beside your body. Just feel your heart beating into the floor. Notice how you feel. And then let's go again. Forehead to the floor, hands underneath the shoulders or a little bit back. So you could do another round of cobra, or I'll guide you through upward facing dog now. Walk the hands toward the waist, hands touching or planted into the floor, probably at the mid part of your rib cage. Elbows drawing in. And press the tops of the feet down, glue them down. If you like, inhale, lift the chest, stay here, or press into the hands, lift the thighs, the whole torso comes up. Draw the chest forward. Tailbone lengthens toward the heels, squeeze the inner thighs. This is up dog. Harder on your wrists. Opening the front of the chest, so shoulder blades drawing back. Okay, you can come to the knees if you like, or all the way over the toes to your down dog. And hold here. Pedal out the heels if you like, reaching the hands forward. Any movement here that feels right for you, that you feel called to do. Listen to your body. Notice how it wants to move. I really like to take the heels out to one side and then pivot on the balls of the feet, take the heels to the other side. Might come up onto the tippy toes, or you could just be in complete stillness. Whatever that is for you, just make that unique for now. Okay, begin to walk the feet toward the hands up to the top of your mat so that you forward fold and relax your neck. Head is heavy, feet separated and grounding down into the floor. Knees probably bent initially, as much as you need to. Feel the belly touch the thighs. Heavy head, yes, no nod. Okay, feet about hip distance apart. Walk them in if they're further away. We'll ground the feet down. Weight now into the heels as you bend the knees. Just gently inhale, roll yourself up. Knees bent, touch the chair, and then come on up, rolling up. Shoulders and head very last. Standing on your feet. And notice how your feet are feeling. Weight bearing down. I'm going to play around with balance tonight. So looking at your feet and begin to shift the weight forward, keeping the feet in contact with the floor, but weight drawing forward and then weight drawing back. You might now look out and down off to the horizon, moving back and forward and then side to side. You might even do circles and then go the other way. All right, coming back to center. Let's start hands on the hips. Looking out to the horizon. And as you inhale, lift the heels, come up onto the tippy toes, nice and slowly. And then exhale, just as slow, bring the heels back down, nice and slow with the breath. Inhale, pure breathing into the chest, up onto the toes. And then exhale, draw the belly in, draw the heels down. Keep going like that. One more, and we'll add to this. Next time you exhale, release the arms as well. And then this time, inhale, up onto the tippy toes, reach the arms out, keep them straight, take them up, palms are facing each other. And then exhale, draw them down, heels down. One more drill like that. Your inhale to come up with control. And this time, let's stay up on the tippy toes, arms reaching up, chin tucks in, lower rib cage tucks in. Keep breathing. Next time you exhale, send the buttocks toward the heels. The heels are still lifted. You're in a chair variation on your tippy toes. A little bit of weight drawing back, even though the heels are lifted. And then as you exhale, hands together, feet to the floor, and forward fold all the way down. Inhale, lift your heart so you're straight spine. And then exhale, release. Hands to the floor, right leg back, deep into the mat. Right knee touches the floor, leaning forward. Careful with that knee. In a lunge. Sorry, I should have mentioned your blocks at the top of the mat. So if you want those, just briefly for your lunge, feel free to grab your blocks. Okay. All right, if you would like a deeper lunge now, take that back knee off the floor. Shine the heart forward, lift the belly away from the thigh. Okay, so right toes are turned under, hands to the floor, lift the left leg, take it back to the back of the mat. You're in a plank position now. You can bring your knees to the floor if you like, or stay in your plank position. Inhale here, and then exhale, come all the way down if you want a gentle practice, otherwise halfway down. And then as you inhale, over the tops of the toes, the thighs are lifted, upward facing dog or your cobra. Exhale to your down dog. And hold your down face dog, pressing deeply into the hands, like the whole palm of the hand is glued to the mat, like a suction cap. And the underarms are opening wide. Shoulder blades drawing up the back toward the sit bones. And the sit bones are lengthening way back behind you. Tuck the lower rib cage in, relax the neck. Okay, step the left foot toward the right. And as you exhale, lift the right heel up to the ceiling. Hold here, steady in the hands. Next inhale, bring the right knee forward, shift the weight, step the right foot through. Okay, hold here, ground the feet down. You might do a little bounce to get that buoyancy to come on up. So in a crescent lunge. Hands on the hips if you need to, just to get the hips settled and pointing forward. Bend the back knee if you need to. Stay here if you like, or inhale, raise and reach the arms out and up. Tuck the lower rib cage in, the belly in. The sternum lifts as the lower rib cage draws down. Maybe even opening the heart a little bit to the ceiling. The chin stays tucked in. Okay, keep the legs where they are and shift the body, shift the arms, take the arms back behind you. Palms facing each other, reaching back, crown of the head reaching forward. Okay, we're going to transition from here. So onto the right foot. Inhale, bring the left knee up, raise the arms out and up as the left knee comes up. Arms are reached, and then hands into the heart space as you exhale. Fold forward and take the left heel back behind you. We're going to keep moving. Inhale, come on back up, left knee in toward the chest. And then exhale, take that left heel back and away. We'll hold this one. Hands are in toward the heart. Crown of the head reaching forward. Left heel drawing back. Just notice how your balance is. You can bring the left foot to the floor if you need to. And if you want, take the arms back behind you, palms facing. Good. And slowly return upright. Hands to the heart, feet together, close your eyes and breathe. Notice how you feel. The shift of energy. Strengthen your legs, heat in your heart. Okay, hands beside you. Inhale, reach the arms out, come up onto the toes, lift the heels up, and then as you exhale, draw the buttocks into the imaginary chair, bend the knees, holding here, keep breathing, draw the belly in, keep breathing naturally, and then hands to the heart, feet to the floor, exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift the heart when you're ready. And then as you exhale, release. Left leg goes back this time into your lunge. Blocks are there if you need them now. And the right knee and the ankle are stacked. Just hold here. So stretching here into that front of the left hip flexor this time. So in a low lunge, yeah, nice. If you want to take that deeper, take that back knee off the floor and reach the left heel toward the floor. Okay, hands to the floor. Left knee, left toes are turned under. Pick up the right foot, take it back into your plank position. Inhale. And then as you exhale, maybe onto the tippy toes, come all the way or halfway. And then as you inhale, come over into your up dog or cobra. Exhale to your down face dog. Hold, activate. Not a rest. Keep breathing, pure breathing into the four corners of the lungs. Drawing the belly in with every exhale, and that'll give you a little bit more space in the spine. Breathe in and feel your body take in more space, and then as you exhale, really condense the energy, drawing the belly in. Okay, right foot toward the left. Exhale, lift the left heel up. Three-legged dog, but ground the hands down as if there's no change in the weight in the hands. Holding here, drawing the belly in, keep pure breath. Next time you inhale, up onto the right toes, shift the weight forward, step it forward. Into your lunge, buoyancy in the legs. These are springs to bring you up to crescent lunge. Hands on the hips for as long as you need to. Or inhale, reach the arms out and up, chin in, lower rib cage in. Bend the back knee if you need to, if it feels sore. And maybe lifting the sternum, but drawing the lower rib cage in and down. So protect the lower back by either leaning forward and not looking up. Chin stays tucked in. Okay, legs stay where they are. Shift the body, shift the arms. Take the palms to face back behind you. So the heads of the shoulders, the front are drawing forward. Chin tucks in. Okay, we're going to transition again into the balance. So as you inhale, hands come down and out in front. Right knee comes up as you shift weight to the left, leg come up and exhale. Hands to the heart, take the right heel back as you fold. Come on back up, inhale the right knee into the chest. And your exhale will settle in to this warrior three. You can take the hands behind you again if you like. Chin stays tucked in, so the body's parallel to the floor. And the crown of the head's drawing forward. Really draw the right hip down. Sometimes likes to pop up. Think about drawing the right toe so they're pointing to the floor, and that'll help to fix the hip. Okay. Inhale now, hands to the heart and come on up, right knee into the chest, and then exhale, feet to the floor. And breathe. Eyes closed. Welcome the shift. Okay, arms beside you. Mats all over the place. Okay, feet grounded now this time, about hip distance. Inhale, raise the arms, heels stay down. Exhale, bend the knees and sit into the chair. Really draw the sit bones down toward the heels, ground the heels into the floor, draw the belly in, rib cage in. Okay, hands to the heart and then exhale, fold all the way forward. Inhale, lift the heart, straight spine. Exhale, plant the hands, right knee back. We're coming up. So buoyancy in the legs, come on up. Inhale, raise, reach. Exhale, settle. Draw the belly in, keep reaching, chin stays in. Okay, I'm going to transition from here. Hands to the heart. Ground the right foot to the floor. Still got the left knee bent. So the toes now are pointing out to the sides about 45 degrees and the hip begins to open up. Okay, reach the arms in opposite directions, opening the chest now out to the side. Looking down to the left hand, left knee bends generously. Should still be able to see the left big toe though. Virabhadrasana 2. Holding here. Really ground the feet down. Imagine that the feet, while they're standing still, are trying to grip away from each other, as if you're trying to rip the mat in half. Okay, flip the hands. Inhale, reach out, and then up. Draw the right hand down the back of the leg. You can look down to the right heel or up to the raised arm. Whatever feels right for you. Reversed warrior. Okay, come back. Hands to the hips. Body upright. I'd like you to step one foot in. So I've just stepped my front foot in. You can step your front or your back, whatever feels right. Now you will need your blocks. You've got them where you needed them before. Okay, straight legs this time. The setup's still the same. So right leg back, heel to the floor, 45 degrees with the toes, left toes pointing forward. Raise the arms, shoulder height. Okay, inhale, reach the left arm out and up. And then as you exhale, bring the left hand down and you can rest it on the shin or press the back of the hand to the shin as you raise the right arm up. Actually, bring the right hand onto the underside of the left rib cage. Okay, this is the part that needs to rotate down and up. So self-adjustment for you, right hand underneath the rib cage, left rib cage, and really draw that left side forward as if it's spiraling up to the ceiling, and then follow that up. Right arm reaches up to the ceiling. Holding here, drawing the belly in, pure breathing now. So breathing into the chest and drawing the belly in on the exhale. Okay, this is a tricky pose. Really grounding the feet. Bring the right hand now down onto the right hip. Bend the left knee. Grab a block in the left hand and step that block out in front, about a foot or two out in front of the pinky toe. And begin to shift the weight now, so you've got the left foot grounded, and lift the right leg up. Right toes turn in. And you're using the block here underneath the left hand, directly under the shoulder. And if you like, you can raise the right arm up, reach the fingers up to the ceiling, and even look up if your balance is okay tonight. A little bit of weight into that left hand, not a lot. Okay, with the same grace, right hand down, step the right foot back into the same position. Arms now, reach out to the side, flip those hands again, straight legs, lift the left arm up, right hand down. Good. Okay, as you exhale now, cartwheel the hands like a windmill, all the way down out in front onto the floor, and step the left foot back into your down face dog. Hold here. If you feel like a rest, feel free to have a rest. If you feel like moving a little bit more, feel free to come to your plank and do your vinyasa. So vinyasa means, actually I won't go into that now, but if you would like to do the flow that's often referred to as a vinyasa, feel free to. Otherwise, stay in the down face dog. I don't like to do lots of those with a dodgy shoulder. So you make your choice. When you're ready, step, jump, walk, or whatever you like, to the top of the mat and fold forward. Bend the knees as much as you need to, but you might find now you can start to straighten the legs and lift the sit bones up. Okay, half lift as you inhale, straight spine, chin in, and then exhale, release. We're going to take the left leg back. And buoyancy in the legs, come on up. Okay, inhale, raise and reach. Exhale, stay and activate. Really draw the belly in, chest lifting up to the ceiling, chin drawing down. So there's a tendency to lift the gaze. That would only happen if your chest is lifting, because your chin should be drawing in toward the chest. Okay, hands to the heart. Flatten the left foot now, grounding the left foot, and turn the toes out slightly. Hip opens up, open the chest by reaching the arms in opposite direction. Feel the wrist bones reaching away from each other. Generous bend into that right knee, but not so much that you overbend past the ankle. So really ground the feet down, and remember, as if you're trying to rip the mat apart in the middle. Flip the hands. Inhale, reaching out and then up. Backhand comes down. You can look down or up, whatever feels right for you. And then come back to center, hands to the hips to reset the legs. Foot in very slightly. So it does make a bit of a difference for your Trikonasana to have legs that are a bit shorter than your warrior. Legs are straight. Reach the arms out. Remember, you need the blocks. Inhale, lift and reach to the right. Exhale, bring the right hand down. Right hand to the shin, or back of the hand to press into the shin. Left arm reaches up. Let's do the adjustment again. So the idea of Trikonasana is your chest is square to the side. So guide that with the left hand underneath the right rib cage. And as you inhale, guide that forward as if it's spiraling the heart up to the ceiling, chin in, only looking up if the neck's okay. Pure breathing. So into the four corners of the chest cavity. And as you exhale, firm in the belly. Building strength and stability. Stamina in the legs. Okay, left hand to the left thigh, bend into the right knee, right hand onto a block, just away from the right foot. And when you're ready, lift up the left leg, the left toes turn in. Holding here, the chest still open to the side. You can take the left hand up if it feels okay. You can even look up. Just adding whatever feels right for you wherever you're at in balance tonight. Not a lot of weight into the block. You might even play without the block. Holding. So we could flow quickly, but using strength and stability to hold these poses. So same grace, step the left leg back, nice and gently. Arms are raised, flip the hand, reach the right arm up, left arm down, legs are straight. When you're ready, exhale, cartwheel the hands all the way down to the floor. Step the right leg back into either dog or your plank and then your vinyasa if you want. Or you just hold or rest. This is completely your practice and you're welcome to make it as heating or cooling as you like at this stage. So when you're ready, coming to your knees, take the knees wide, big toes to touch, sit bones to the heels and lean forward, resting down in your child's pose variation. So now notice how you feel in your heart, in the heat. The breath is your indicator. begin to shift the class to cool down. So reach the arms out as far forward, plant the hands to the floor. And then inhale, come up hands and knees, turn the toes under, and then to your dog position on your exhale. Okay, left foot, step that toward the right slightly. Lift the right heel up to the ceiling. If you'd like a stretch into that hip flexor in the side, bend the right knee, lift the right knee up to the ceiling. So you're opening into that side of the body, but keep grounding the hands equally down. Holding here. And then straighten up again. Bring the right knee forward. We're going to pop the knee onto the floor behind the right wrist and the toes to the left side. Yeah, good. Flatten the left foot, look over the left shoulder, see that leg long, and lengthening the toes away from you. So stay in a lean if you have a sore back, and if you like to explore a little back bend, you could come up, inhale, lift the chest, but keep the belly really tucked in. And then when you're ready, find your elbows to rest in a forward fold, halfway, and then all the way down when you're ready. In your pigeon, find a comfortable position for your head, either on the blocks or your fist, or all the way down to the floor. If you notice here that your hips are not aligned, for example, if the right buttocks is drawing down, you might need to lift that with a block so that the hips are equal distance to the floor. Holding, just encouraging a resting breath now. So if it feels okay for you, breathing down into the belly. Okay, as you inhale, find the hands or the elbows to the floor and begin to peel yourself up. And then as you exhale, walk the hands back. So we're going to scoot over to that right side and bring the left leg forward. So I'm just going to shift how I'm facing you. You can keep the right heel drawing into the left side and then step that left foot over. And if that doesn't feel right, then extend the leg. So it's completely up to you. The right knee was bent. You could straighten it if you like. Stepping the left foot over. Gentle twist. You'll go over to your right side. Otherwise, I'm going to switch over so it's not confusing. You'll begin to, actually now I've confused myself. So please, a deeper twist, take your left hand behind you and inhale, raise the right arm. And then as you exhale, right elbow to just gently rest into the outside edge of the left knee. Really ground the left foot down. Take yourself out a little bit here as you inhale, lift the chest. And then as you exhale, might take yourself a little deeper, like you're wringing now the spine out. Relax the neck. You don't need to jerk the neck here. You can, if it's not comfortable, I quite like to hug that knee in, the left knee in. Or if you've got the space there for the elbow on the outside edge, stop sign with the hand, or even a mudra, which is a sacred gesture to encourage the energy flow in your body. With every exhale, keep drawing the belly back. Last breath here. And then inhale, come back to center. Just pause for a moment, just holding on to the knees and close the eyes. Just notice how you feel. Fairly deep twist. And then when you're ready, open the eyes again. And we're going to take this left knee. It is useful to have a block underneath the buttocks for this one. So if you feel really tight, a block underneath the bum. So we're going to draw, so you can stay here, you might be getting quite enough of a stretch, or take a hold of the left ankle and draw it over to that side. So then the top of the foot rests on the floor, and eventually in time you might find the knees stacked, and if there's a gap there, you could begin to lean forward and squeeze the knees in toward each other, but it doesn't have to happen. And then come and sit back upright. So any pain in the knee is a really bad indicator. Please come out of it if you need to. Okay, so we've got the right leg under. Let's take the left hand out to the side with the thumb pointed down. Left hand out to the side. Now take the hand back and down, and the back of the hand to touch the back, so the palm faces out. The other arm, right hand faces forward, thumb points up, so other way. Yeah. Inhale, lift that hand now, and then take that back so that the palm touches the back. So just looking forward, don't have to touch hands necessarily, but you might be able to reach. But better here that you've relaxed the neck rather than that sense of reaching and then hunching. You could close the eyes down. So the idea is this is probably a stretch for your hips internally rotating. It's the IT band and the muscles on the outside edges. These are big muscles. And then clearly you're getting a shoulder stretch as well. And this can be fairly uncomfortable. I appreciate that. But pain we don't want. So just breathe your way through the discomfort. With every exhale, feel yourself gain a little bit more space. Okay, we'll begin to release now. So just start by releasing the arms back out the way that they came in. And I've shifted my direction, so I'm just going to shift back. But what you're going to do now is take the block away, hands out in front, left leg back, turn the toes under, and then step your way into your down face dog. Maybe even take the heels out to the side, a little sway. You'll feel different. And then we'll go the other side. So right foot steps in toward the left. Exhale, lift the left heel up. Remember, you can stay here or open the hip out. Bending the left knee and the heel toward the buttocks. Ground the hands as if there's no shift in weight here. So really stable in the shoulders. And if that's not the case, then please bring the foot back down to protect your shoulders. Okay, and then begin to shift again and bring the left knee forward as you inhale. Left foot, knee to the floor behind the wrist, and the right toes, the toes to the right side of the mat. Now it's the right foot that's long, look behind. Reach the toes back, stay in the lean if that feels better for you, or begin to lift the heart as you draw the tailbone down. It's almost as if it curls under slightly. And then exhale, release. Find the elbows. Relax yourself down wherever feels right for you. We'll do 5 to 10 breaths here. Just to allow that deep rest, cooling sensation. Noticing the temperature of the air around you. And the different sounds that anchor you into this present moment, nowhere else. You might notice the pace of the breath is changing and deepening. And last couple of breaths now. So just relax any tension that's built within the muscle around the hip. And begin to shift. So your inhale finds the hands and the elbows. And the exhale, walk the hands back, lift yourself up, scoot over to the left side. Bring the right leg forward, foot to the floor. Step it all the way over if that felt right for you. Okay, shifting again. And remember your gentle twist. I'm doing opposite side to you, so I'm not mirroring you. So your gentle twist to the left or right hand to the floor. Deep twist. Inhale, raise the left. And then as you exhale, twist out to the right side. Left elbow onto the right knee. The mudra or the hug, or just a relaxed gesture in the hand. Take yourself out a little as you inhale to lift, and then exhale to twist. Keep breathing down into the belly. Last breath here, so take it deeper if you are interested. And then on your inhale, release and just relax with the hands clasped on the knee, facing forward, eyes closed. And then we'll move to Gomukhasana again. So it's the right foot to the left side. So you can take the block under the buttocks as you draw the foot out to the side or whatever you need to do. Side will feel different. It's really different for me. Just notice how that is for you. Okay. So the block, when this lifts you up, is a little more gentle on your knees. That could come into a twist. We want to avoid that. Okay, let's take the right hand out now. Thumb points down and the back of the hand forward. Good. Now take that down. The back of the hand touches the back. Now the left hand, opposite. Thumb points up, palm faces away. Inhale, raise, and then bend the elbow and touch the back. So it's really different for me. I can't nearly touch the hands on this side. You can just hold here. Just remember just to have that neck relaxed. Whatever feels right for you. Just surrender to whatever is touching or otherwise. With the eyes closed. Maintain the inner gaze. Notice if the breath is shortened. Is this a cue for you to take yourself out a little bit? Or can you just deepen the breath to breathe some rest into this shape? A couple more breaths here. So the pose is known as cow face. And begin to release, so taking the arms out. Okay, and we're going to come out of this and stay seated. So I'm on a block. I'll be leaning back and then unraveling the legs. And stay on a block or sit yourself up onto something. to do a short pranayama. No, I want to do a forward fold actually before we do a pranayama. So please reach the legs out in front. If it's always a good idea, no matter what, to sit on something when we do a forward fold, so a blanket or a cushion. And so the reason for this is to give the pelvis a little bit of a hand in tilting. So we tilt the hips forward, reach the legs out, draw the toes back, hands out to the sides, just as your support here, fingers pointing forward. So the hands, arms are long and they're just out from the hips. I've got really short arms, so yours might be further out. Draw the toes in, back towards you. Chin tucks in, sternum lifts, lower rib cage tucks in. We actively pure breathe here. Reach the arms up and we'll hold here. Reaching the arms up, but keep breathing pure breath. Chin tucks in. This is Dandasana. It's quite a hard pose. Inhale now, lift a little more up to the ceiling and then fold. You might just lean and then release the hands wherever they want to go. So it could be on the shins or the ankles or the feet. Wherever you are, take a half lift. Inhale, lift, lengthen the spine, tuck the chin in, and then draw the belly in, lean maybe a little further or fold wherever feels right for you. So think about here the front of the body nice and long as well as the back of the body, rather than that hunching and shortening of the front body, keeping that chest broad, collarbones smile. You can relax the neck if you like. This will round the top of the spine. If that doesn't feel right, don't do that. And just let go here, but the toes keep drawing back towards you. So this is a whole back of body stretch and just such a great way to finish a class, Paschimottanasana. Breathing into the belly, you might even feel the belly pressing into the thighs. So if you have a sore back, I should mention you can bend the knees as much as you need to. It's really very effective to do this with knees bent if you needed. Long, slow, steady exhale now. So deliberately really slow. And just another round like that. So just a normal inhale and then a long, slow, steady exhale. Return to natural breathing, hands to the floor. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, walks the hands back. Lift yourself up. And now we do our pranayama. So just settle in now into a comfortable seat. Doesn't have to be cross-legged, but wherever you like. Just close the eyes down. Make any adjustment you need to. Feel the points of contact into the floor. Notice the length of your spine, and as you breathe in, you can lengthen the spine. As you fill your torso with air, you lengthen. Just leaning back, perhaps if you've found you're leaning forward, so the shoulders and the hips are aligned, the cheekbones drawing back. On the next inhale, can you lift the crown of the head any more up toward the ceiling? And then exhale, maintain the length, soften the face, the shoulders, the hips. We'll practice Nadi Shodhana. You can do this very effectively, visualizing if you don't want to bring the hand to your face. Otherwise, preferred handing toward the face, palm facing you. The other hand, form the mudra, if you like, with the index finger and thumb touching and the palm facing down. And just rest that into your lap. Okay, the dominant hand toward the face and the first two fingers just touching into the space between the eyebrow center. Just offer that a gentle massage. Release and bring the ring finger onto one side and the thumb onto the other. I know you both know this, so we'll go straight there. Exhale together. Inhale both sides. Cover the left, breathe out the right, nice and slow. In the right. Cover the right, hold for a moment. Open the left, exhale slowly through the left. Inhale through the left. Cover the left when you're ready. Open the right and breathe out nice and slow. Same again, in the right. Cover the right. Breath retention for a breath or for a moment or two, and then open the left. And let it out and move at your own pace. Relax the face, the jaw, the shoulders. Keep the spine long. Any discomfort in the head or the chest, you can cease the practice. This is an excellent way to cleanse the energetic channels of the body. And this is needed in order to activate the central channel of energy, or Shushumna, in which the Kundalini, or the energy, rises from the base of the spine. And actually, the whole practice of yoga is to lead you to that outcome. This is a very excellent practice to cleanse the channels, but it is also very cooling and calming. It's an excellent practice to do if you're feeling stressed or just needing to settle the energy down. I've done that quite a lot over the last few months. That long, slow exhale and the short breath retention can really help to amplify the benefits of the practice. We'll do one more round. When you breathe out through the right side again, you can discontinue the practice and release the hand. Form the mudra as you did on the other side. Rest it down, palm facing down. And just notice how you feel. So your outcome is completely unique to you in this moment. Just stay aware of how it is that you feel within. The breath, pace, depth, clarity in your mind, poise and stability in your body. And with that, you may choose to stay seated or shift now to lay down on your back. So this is your final shape for the session. And you've got about 8 minutes, so just nice and slowly transition if you need to with any props. Just as little as possible, shifting the energy. If you're laying down on your back, just take the time to align the spine, head, neck, and spine in one long line. Feet and legs separated with the toes falling out gently to the side. Arms just gently away from the body with the palms facing up, unless you were feeling like you needed to hold your belly or your chest. And with the next breath out, can you release any tension that you might be holding in the body? And with that, can you notice the body feeling heavy, drawing down, gravity assisting your weight bearing into the floor. And there's nothing left to do. You've done the work. This is probably the most important part now, to really allow the benefits of the practice to integrate deep into the cells and the nervous system of the body. I'll let you know when you can come out. Noticing how you're feeling now, the pace of your breath. Can you locate your heartbeat? Can you notice any other vibration you feel in the body? And begin to deepen the breath without moving. Just notice the shift and the change that a little bit more breath provides into the body. You might notice the clothing moving with the breath down into the belly and the chest. Or you might begin to notice the wave of energy that comes in, traveling on the breath, all the way down to the fingers and the toes. Just actively breathing a little deeper. And when you are feeling ready, you can start to move in any way that feels right for you. Your fingers and your toes. Reaching the arms out. Maybe taking the head from side to side. Nice and gentle on the neck if you chose to do that. And then find your way over to lay on your side. And you could stay where you are if you'd prefer to finish your practice. laying down. And pausing for a moment in that fetal position, and when you're ready, that top hand touching the floor, unfurl the spine. So you come up with the head and neck very last. Keep the eyes closed. If you like, when you get there, sitting on something for a moment, in gratitude to yourself, hands to touch in the center, bowing your head down and your attention into your heart. Notice again the heart beating, and find something in the body that you are grateful for. It could be just that you're grateful for showing up to the practice, or that you gave it your best in the practice, or it could be something else. So being grateful for yourself, appreciating this body that you're in, the circumstances. And thank you for practicing with me tonight. As always, namaste. I hope you enjoyed your practice. It was a pleasure.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
Thank you.
You'll see me next week, but it'll be in a different place. So let me know if you want to come into the studio, but otherwise it will be Zoom anyway.
Yeah, I'll be doing Zoom.
Yeah. Cool.
All right. Thanks, Natalie.
Bye.
Thank you, Natalie. See ya.
Bye.